Hey, what's going on, guys? Kenan here, and today a bit of a sad video. Here's Bobby Rubino, and you can just kind of see he's not looking good, man. He hasn't been eating. He's not interested in food. You could see I put this out yesterday, and he didn't even touch any of the roaches there. And I've just been noticing that he's more and more. Look, there's roaches down there. He hasn't touched. He's just more and more crippled in his appearance, twisted. He still has spunk, but without him eating, that's going to be a problem, guys. And you could just see, like, he's losing muscle tone here. He's not looking good at all. He really went downhill after he was stolen and released, and we had some bad cold snaps. He was already unhealthy, which is why these people didn't take him. But sadly, I just don't think he's doing well. And for me, you know, I mentioned it in a few videos a while back, that I think, you know, I was gonna have to make a decision pretty soon as to what to do with him. You can kind of see his twisted appearance, you know, bit of lethargy, you know, he's losing weight. So I think I'm gonna have to bring him to Dr. Mike, and we're gonna have to euthanize him, which is very, very sad, because he was such a fighter and he had such an incredible story here. I just don't want to see this animal, you know, waste away into nothing. It's just not fair, because it's cruel to watch an animal just waste away, and there's really not much we can do for him. I've done everything I could. You know, we tried nursing him back. He looked like he was coming back. His saga has been documented here on the channel for a long time, but I think now I have to really make the hard decision to put him down. And it sucks, because you know, he's a living being and a creature, and you know, he deserved life, and I tried to give him as much of it as possible. I really just wish things would have gone different with Bobby, but sadly I just don't see much of a healthy life in front of him. You know, I mean, how much fun could it be to not be able to move? He can't strike his food well. He's not eating. I find him down here more often now because I think climbing is too difficult for him. It's a shame, because I really did love him, and we had the best time. You know, I remember Kate naming him, and just, you know, his overall story here on the channel, I wanted it to be one of victory. And in many ways, I think it is. I think, you know, he survived so much longer than we thought. And even after being stolen and released, and then found again by my awesome neighbors, who originally thought that he was actually they thought he was actually an iguana. And so that whole video was, you know, some people, they always think things are planned. I don't plan anything on this channel. As you can tell, I just kind of get the GoPro and film, and some days we have amazing videos and some days we have just regular videos, but the animals are always amazing, which is cool. But yeah, I didn't plan that. I walked over there. My reaction was the actual reaction upon seeing Bobby when he was lost for, it was about 2 weeks. And he survived one cold snap, and then the night before I found him was a very cold night. It got into the 30s here in Florida, which, as you know, can be very bad for a lizard that was not sheltered properly, and even a lizard such as the blackthroat, which really doesn't hibernate too much in its range. It'll experience some cool nights, but nothing like we had. So to find him again, and then to see him alive still, is incredible. And it shows you that, you know, I will say this for those of you keeping reptiles, we worry so much about keeping them warm, heat will kill your reptiles quicker. Excessive heat will kill your animals faster than excessive cold. It's really interesting, you know, yeah, especially animals from the tropics. And this is just my own theorizing, but you know, we're talking about reptiles that have been on Earth for millions and millions of years in their current form. Okay, there have been ice ages, and those ice sheets have ranged almost over all of Europe and most of North America. So that means the temperatures were much colder. And even animals in the tropics would have experienced colder temperatures than they normally experience. And I've noticed in my years of keeping tropical reptiles from in and around the equator between the two, tropical Cancer and Capricorn and so on, you have to also take into consideration that even though they are in the tropics, some of these animals are found at elevation. The elevations, the higher you go up, the colder it can get. So I think they're a lot tougher than you think. Especially monitors and certain snakes, and certainly tortoises. You know, they can be a little tougher. It's interesting though, because sometimes these animals can be extremely tough, like Bobby, and then other times something happens to them and they just crash really quickly and die. But what I'm noticing here with Bobby is he is crashing, and it's a bummer to see. There's just no more spunk. There's no more enthusiasm for grabbing food. And that's a clear indication that, you know, things are going backwards. I haven't changed any of my husbandry with him, so it's not anything that we are doing that's changing. It's actually him, and who knows what's going on internally with Bobby. I just don't know. You know, we're gonna bring him to Dr. Mike, and we're gonna euthanize him. I think if I put it off much longer, it's just cruel. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of, I like sharing everything with what's going on here at the camp. I didn't want you guys not to see Bobby before he left. So this will be a little farewell to our friend Bobby Rubino, who we all love, and we just think his story is incredible. He was a fighter, but I think finally his illness, whatever that may be, is truly getting the better of him. So it's kind of sad, but I wish there was, you know, something happier to leave on. But I guess the happy thing is that we know we tried our best. He provided us with a lot of memories in the short time that he was with us. And as far as a story, you know, we do have Whippet and Devo, whom I'll walk over and show you guys as well. And we also have Inky, who is just clearly doing well, and she was also one of the animals that was stolen, and we recovered her very quickly. We got her back less than 30 hours after she was taken from me, where she certainly wouldn't have been kept in optimal condition, certainly not like the one she is in now. And we're even going to be building her new enclosure soon. We've got some new monitor lizards that will be joining us here at the camp. You guys are gonna be psyched. I'm gonna keep it kind of quiet. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what species we're getting, but we are getting some new animals to the camp, and so I've got work to do to build the new habitats and make sure that they are, you know, that they're dialed and ready for these animals, and they're worthy of the animals we're getting. They're truly great animals. So yeah, man, that's you know, the deal with Bobby. It's a bummer. I hate that we have to do it. Who knows how he would have been, you know, had he not been stolen from me. But the reality is he was always pretty sick. So I just want to leave you guys with a positive note and show you how Whippet and Devo are doing. They are doing extremely well here at the camp. They are eventually going to get a new enclosure, but look at how it's grown up nicely. Oh, I'll just pluck some weeds while we're at it. Look at this. The enclosure, I like the ferns, but they got a nice enclosure. Here they are. These two are kind of hanging out right there. I don't know if you can see their face. I think you can. Let's tickle their butts. Let's tickle their butts. Yeah, they're aggro. They're aggro. There they go. There they go. Come on, both of you guys. Look at these two. That's how black-throat monitors should look. They should be very active, very oh yeah, that's Whippet. There you go, Whippet. Good job, good job. That's how they're supposed to behave, and they're eating all their food, which is so important. So yeah, this is kind of a bummer day, but we're gonna keep going upwards and onwards, and we're gonna remember Bobby, and I know you guys will have some nice things to say in the comments. So thank you all for those of you that followed along. about Bobby Rubino, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Dr. Mike a call, who's a great guy at PGA Animal Clinic and knows so much about reptiles and dogs and cats and others. And we're gonna go ahead and get this done. But there are gonna be some really cool things happening in the future, and we'll do it. We'll try our best for all our animals to make up for the ones that don't make it. That's all you can do. Just try and be better the next time. So thanks everyone. Really appreciate you guys joining me on these little journeys here in my backyard, and I like sharing with you what's going on. Sometimes it's a bummer. Sometimes I don't have good news. So please stick with me here, because we'll have some new animals, some good news, some animals that need a home, and we're going to give them the best home I can possibly give them. Thank you. I'll leave you with a couple of images of Bobby. Thanks. Come on, Bobby. There he is. Come on, Bobby. Come on. Get him on this. There we go. All right. Very, very cool. There is Bobby Rubino, everyone. Now he's probably gonna squirt that all over me, and I hope not. But he is a cool lizard, man. And he's getting big also. So cool to see these animals.